My mistakes would have been surreal.
Hi,
Hey,
you are?
I'm Max, aka Blind Arrowhead.
Welcome. Nice to have you here today.
Never been here.
Yeah, this is crazy. Artistry. We're going to start with a warm up question. If you could meet anyone dead or alive for a dinner, an evening, maybe romantic, maybe not, who would it be?
Brian Wilson
Brian Wilson. Okay.
is dead though.
Yeah.
Recently.
You could resurrect him. Damn. We're going to launch into the first question. So, have you been to a gig ever in your life that has changed your life?
Yes. Multiple ones.
Okay. Can you name one?
I will name the first one that changed my life. It was Verdena in 2011. I was quite new to making music and music in general. And yeah, a friend of mine just dragged me there, being like, it's 10 euros, don't complain, let's go, and you're gonna like it. So I saw them playing in first row, like everybody was singing the songs, and I was like pretending to sing the songs because I was feeling like an imposter. Like, why the fuck am I first row there? Like, why? Like, I don't deserve this. Imposter syndrome was there, but yeah, they take two songs to just make me go like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening around me?
Cool.
So yeah, that changed my approach to music altogether and what meant for me to make music.
What kind of music do you do? I know that this is an acoustic edition, and sneak peek, we can say it's a release for you of sorts.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm not using. I don't want to take the stage for that. It's just like I just finished my second album, and I thought it would have been a great opportunity to bring it somewhere and to show it to people.
Okay, so what kind of music is it?
I mean, it has its own sound that has derivation from rock, alternative rock, shoegaze and dream pop, I would say. But so you can feel the influences, but I still go for a kind of, let's say, pop is not pop because nobody knows me also, but trying to reach a melody that can stay in your head while using big sounds, wall of guitars and shit like that, you know?
Cool. I'm excited.
So yeah.
Cool.
Still a songwriter, and all of my songs are written with an acoustic guitar or with a piano. So they automatically go in that direction, like the composition starts acoustically, and then being myself a producer, arranger as well, I then play other instruments, so drums, bass, electrical guitars, and vocals, of course, and arrange the songs in such a way that they go in different direction until I'm satisfied with them.
I can't sleep again.
So lyrics would be quite important. How important are they to your process, and in particular the second album? How much were they an integral part of it?
Second album, I wrote it 5 years ago. Speaking of like
how long it takes,
how long it takes to achieve and finish something.
Yeah.
So it was like into COVID, and I came from a 5 years writer's block. So like they, especially in this album, they have a big role because yeah, like to not be able to express yourself for a long period of time and feeling this wall in front of you that you cannot like go past, felt yeah, painful a
Mm.
lot of times. Then after um, all the COVID season and a very important breakup for me, just one day I was in my home studio back in Rome, and I put a microphone in the center of the room, and I just started improvising, and that's how the first 5 songs of the album came out. Just I still have the recordings from the day, and they have the same chords, the same structures, the same melody, uh, as I improvised on that day, and I was, of course, like singing gibberish, because that's how I usually do it. And then I sit down and I write the lyrics on top of the gibberish, let's say. But I do believe that while I am saying no sense, there is a sense inside that I just have to translate into proper English. I do remember what I feel. Maybe I put one word there and there to remind myself what I was thinking, what was the feeling that I was trying to give. And so yeah, like it was like I don't know. I don't know how to explain how it felt now. It's been also a long time, but like
Mm.
uh, it was like being able to talk under, like after being years underwater,
Wow,
and
that's very powerful.
yeah, and then yeah, I sat down and I was like, okay, I know what I want. I want what I say, and It was a period in which the Punisher from Fury Bridgers was out
Nice.
on that year, so very lyrical masterpiece, I would say, that kind of had an influence of also on how important words were meant to be for this album. And so yeah, they are very centered. There is a concept that goes around loss, love, and self-doubt, and um, other things. Let's
Yeah,
say for now.
a little doorway to the inside
Yeah.
personal feelings. Yeah.
How can we go on?
How did you get started in music, particularly? Like, what would you say was your turning point of beginning what you're doing now?
That concert that I said.
Yeah, so that was a turning point for you, and starting music in general.
So music in general, it was a request that I had a bigger sister.
No way.
That was 6 years older than me. She still is. That was taking piano and singing classes. I still remember actually, like one of my core memories is her singing end of the year concert for the music school. And she was singing Let It Be,
Oh,
and I cried my heart out. Like I still remember that how that moved me back then, and I don't know, probably yeah, 5, 8, not even
yeah.
like. And but the thing is that I was a kid that always wanted to do multiple things, like hyperactive ADHD kid. I want to play football. I want to do karate. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. And my mother was like, music is expensive. You need to deserve that. Like, if you want an instrument, show me that you really care. And I think I took that personal because I play 4 of them or 5 now.
So it was even more.
I own some amplifiers and shit like that. So
So it
yeah,
worked out.
it did work out. I think I achieved. I deserved that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely earned it in the end.
And then after that concert that I said, I started playing music with Marco, one of my best friends. I had a band, a shoegaze band in Italy called Weird. We did 2 albums at the time, and now we just did a small reunion, and we're also working on that. So like that was the start, like the adding one more instrument, because it was guitar first, and then like Marco one day came to me and was like, I need a drummer. Let's buy a drum kit. You're a drummer now.
Let's go.
So I'm still very thankful
Yeah,
for that.
a big step in the process of being where you are.
Yeah, he cursed me.
Nice.
I have to be a musician.
Could you please help me fix this world.
In terms of how you perform acoustically versus the other ways that you perform, so you mentioned you do other things. You're in a band as well. You work on production for other musicians. What's your favorite way to work or perform?
It's different. It's very different. Like when I play drums, I feel more like confident because I've been doing it for longer, and I had way more concerts as a drummer than as a singer, guitar player in general. So like it's easier for me to just go on stage, and I don't have stage fright of any kind when I play drums. And I'm there. I know what I'm doing, and I do it.
Yeah.
And so, but it's also like more. I don't know. It wakes up some ancient kind of form of human for me to just mash some wood with more wood. That makes me very relaxed after. So it's like a therapy
Yes.
of some sort. While when I do sing my own songs, is more like I am channeling my emotions in a different way, because I do believe that, like, I don't know, I heard that an artist on stage, a performer, shouldn't feel the emotions. I think that's wrong. I don't even know who said that, by the way.
They were wrong.
But they were wrong, whoever they were. I think an artist should channel the emotions just like there is feeling outside through your hands, through your voice, through whatever, your movements, body language. Like,
Yeah.
you're just giving the feelings that you're feeling with your music to somebody else with vibrations.
Yeah. I
So
would agree with that.
it feels different, I would say, you know, from like the caveman to this.
How can we be free from the chains we were born?
And if you saw yourself play live now, not necessarily comparing to back then, what would you want is not the right word. What would you expect if you were in the audience? What would you want? Like whether to feel or see.
I mean, like if I see anybody, what I feel like I want from anybody on stage.
Yeah, but
basically.
specifically for you.
Just keep doing what you always did.
Okay,
I
and
think,
what about someone else?
No, I mean, I want. It depends what kind of show I'm going on, also, you know. So like, it makes sense to ask me about looking at myself on stage, because I know what kind of show I try to go for, and so yeah, it's about emotions. It's about like research in sound, in songwriting, and trying to surprise the listener and trying to be yourself while you're doing it, you know, like give a meaning to surprise, and not just surprise, motherfucker. That's what I expect me to do on stage. That's what I been trying to do with this new album, like to include like metric modulations, or like changing key and stuff like this, and going from low register to high energy to low, but through storytelling. That's also why the lyrics are important in this album. Like, they make sense with the music itself.
Yeah.
I think all my problems come from the place.
For you, what's it like to be a musician nowadays? Like, I know sometimes we talk to artists who are very young, who are very like experienced, some who have different types of experience. For you, you said you grew up in Rome and now you're in Berlin. What's it like being a musician here for you?
It's it's not bad. Like, I would like to have more places that maybe do programs rather than places that musicians have to rent to make a show. But that's also how I was spoiled back then, 10 years ago in Rome. Like, there was no Instagram, there was no, like, of course there was Instagram and Spotify, but it was like the beginning of it. It was not that central. in order to have it, in order to have a gig. You know, it was more like we came from other times in which there were, especially in Rome, there were some places that you knew you went there to get a certain kind of show, you know.
Yeah.
And there are some places like this in Berlin. Not many. I wish there were more. Of course, there are more for electronic music, but that's not always my cup of tea.
To our minds and our hearts.
Speaking of social media, I don't know if you want to broach the topic, but you're not on social media. Is there an approach you take as a musician that is morally, like maybe not so moral? It's not. We can go into morals if you want, but in terms of promoting your content and, like you said, using Spotify and Instagram was a method that is used and is a method that is used a lot. How do you find it in the music scene at the moment to be offline, so to speak?
It's a relief.
Yeah.
Most of the times. Then, yeah, I do think like, okay, now you have a new album. What are you gonna do with it? How are you gonna do it? But that's also giving me more input to approach events like Metal Machine Music, or I am currently talking to a couple of people in Italy to get shows because I'm going there for Christmas. Christian family. And to try to promote the album there as well. I am still trying to understand how to, because you still want to give music to people. Otherwise, like I'm also okay for just making it for myself. To be honest, like I am at that point of my life in which I am fine. I feel enough satisfaction from just finishing a product and be like, okay, this is actually what I wanted from this.
Yeah.
And that's it. But like at the same point, then you have this product, and music was always, at least in the last centuries, like something to give to people for sharing. And that's also how I look at my music. Like it's mine until it's done. No, it's not mine anymore. It's for other people to listen to. I listen enough of that, you know? And I want to do new music.
Yeah.
So, like, to answer your question, it's not easy to approach all of this in a word that is like used by now after 10 years of this, to just approach music in a certain way. Even though I do see a lot of people, especially statistics say that Berlin and Germany are one of like the best place to go for physical distribution still, apparently. So like to have vinyls, to have CDs here makes way more sense than in the US, where it wouldn't make sense. You should go through trends and everything, but that opens another question, probably another topic.
Final question for you. If your music could be a drink, what would it be? Could be a cocktail, could be one simple thing.
I think a whiskey sour.
Oh, nice.
I hope, because I love them.
So the sour part is like a good thing.
Sour part is if you get set with lyrics,
Yeah.
get ready for the sour part.
Nice. I like it. Okay. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for
And we'll see you on stage.
Hopefully.
Yes.
My mistakes would have been